everyone just walked out of the theater from seeing a Christmas horror film. It's in theaters this weekend. You may not know about because the advertising's been slim on this one. But I got to share this experience with my son Troy, his first R-rated horror film in a movie theater. One of many coming. We'll see more now that he's getting into more adult horror films. Let him give you his rating at the end of this reaction after I give my review. Pretty much we have Winnie Carruthers as our main final girl in this film. Her family lives in this town called Angel Falls. We got Joel McHale in this film. We got Justin Long, who he's deliciously a scumbag in this film. We got the wonderful Catherine Isabella from Ginger Snaps fame. I love her as an actress, and we don't get to see her enough, and she's really good here as Aunt Gail Prescott, a callback to Gail Weathers and Sidney Prescott from Scream. And even the Carruthers family, I'm assuming the people who made this film are horror fans, and that's a callback to Halloween 4, because that was the name of Jamie and Rachel Carruthers. The Carruthers family adopted Jamie in Halloween 4. I hope so. I don't know if that's the case, but the name's spelled the same, so I'm going to go on the assumption that's what it is. Basically, this movie is a twist on It's a Wonderful Life. It's pretty much the same kind of movie with the same kind of characters, only updated for now. Winnie lives in Angel Falls with her family, her brother, her parents, her Joel McHale's her father, and there's a serial killer on the loose. Justin Long is this like really kind of slimy real estate developer, real rich guy who took over his father's empire. But his performance is so over the top. It's almost like an over the top TV evangelist. That's kind of what the vibe he gives off here. And he's great here. I always appreciate Justin Long when he shows up, and he's great here as this scumbag real estate developer. I'm not going to spoil this. So there's a slasher on the loose. The slasher shows up. This killer shows up at this Christmas party, and before this killer can kill her brother, Winnie dispatches of the killer. And right after this, we fast forward a year later. Winnie is not dealing with the events of the previous year too well. Just almost like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Julie James and I Know What You Did Last Summer, almost the exact same thing. Her grades are down. She's not looking so hot. She's feeling kind of crappy. She's still dwelling on the year before. And that night, she's so sick of her family ignoring what happened the previous year, her best friend getting killed, and, her having to kill this person to stop the killer. And she goes down to the dock, just like Jimmy Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life, and wishes she was never born, thinking everybody was better off. She's transferred to a different timeline, and you know the rest. And she has to dispatch of the killer all over again to get back to her timeline. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect from this film, other than I knew it was a twist on It's a Wonderful Life. As for the Christmas setting, they do it up for the Christmas setting. Definitely, there's tons of lights, decorations. It definitely has to do with the Christmas season for sure. So it's truly a Christmas horror film, no doubt. I think the acting's pretty good overall. I enjoyed it. I think the director did a decent job with the film. There's definitely some jump scares. I know they got my son a few times. There's definitely some blood. It's violent. It's bloody. It's not over the top bloody. I wouldn't say this is a hard R movie, horror film, but it's definitely, they throw the blood around, and there's a lot of stabbing and whatnot that goes on here. There's some nice character moments throughout the film, especially with Winnie and this other girl they call Weirdo. There's some touching moments between them that they capture pretty nicely. But at the end of the day, I'm always up for a good Christmas slasher film, or a good Christmas horror film, period. And I guess we really haven't gotten a really solid one since Krampus. I don't know if there's been a really good one. This is a decent one. It's not perfect. It's not the best slasher film I've ever seen. But for this, I'm assuming the budget wasn't large on this, but for this, smaller budgeted slasher film coming pretty much out of nowhere, I actually enjoyed myself. It was a fun time. They definitely take elements of It's a Wonderful Life and Back to the Future 2, because my son and I were talking about that during the film. Because when Winnie goes to the other timeline, it's a lot like Biff's casino from Back to the Future 2. If you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you like Back to the Future 2, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see this film. At the end of the day, nothing groundbreaking, but a fun Christmas slasher film. At the end of the day, I would give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for It's a Wonderful Knife. I'm going to let my son give you his rating right this second. Troy, what would you rate It's a Wonderful Knife?
Probably an 8 out of 10.
You enjoyed it, though? It was an enjoyable enough experience?
Yeah.
Okay. My son gave it an 8 out of 10. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Are you planning on seeing it? Have you even heard of this movie? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video. I greatly would appreciate that. I'll be back soon with some more reviews, plus a review for Thanksgiving next week. I can't wait to see that. But until next time, bye.